Coping with the loss of your twin flame. I've done recent videos about the difference between twin flames and soulmates, and there is a huge difference. Unfortunately, I am in the position of having just lost my twin flame a few days ago as of the time of this recording. So this is a very personal video, but I'm hopeful that it can help others as well who might be going through something similar. Losing anyone that you're close to is obviously devastating, and I don't want to diminish that, but losing a twin flame isn't just losing a partner, it's losing a part of your own soul, and you feel it ripped away and you feel incomplete, and there's almost no way around that, and as of yet, I don't know how to heal, but I'm exploring that, and I'm going to talk about those things in this video. But acknowledging the pain and the sorrow and the anguish, and especially if there are lingering questions about the death, as there are in my case, and I'm not going to get into those details here, but acknowledging the pain is the first step. Don't bury it. Don't pretend it didn't happen. Don't just try and quickly move on with your life and kind of quote unquote get back to normal. There is no new normal, and it's going to be a very long time before you ever feel halfway normal, and this will stick with you the rest of your life. It doesn't have to define you, but it will never go away, and you just have to accept that, acknowledge it, and be comfortable with that. Go through the grieving process. You have to do that. And don't set a timeline. Don't be like, well, I'm just going to do this for X amount of time. Grieving takes a very long time, and everyone is different. The relationship that you had with your twin flame is also different. It's not like anybody else's relationship, so you can't slap a time frame on there or a label on there or some sort of set of expectations. Do what feels right, and don't move on until you are ready. Obviously, reaching out to friends and encouraging them to reach out to you is great. I'm also seeing a grief counselor today for the first time, and if I like her, then I'm going to continue to see her probably once a week. But there's also support groups of people who are going through the same thing, both online and in person, and so I'm going to seek out that as well, just to sort of, have someone to talk to who can understand what I'm going through. And that's crucial. My friends and family are awesome, and I love them, and a lot of them have been reaching out to me very consistently, and that is very helpful. But there's no substitute for talking with somebody who knows exactly what you're going through. Depending upon how spiritual you are, you may also want to explore ways to try and connect with the loved one that you lost, your twin flame. And I am doing that too. I actually have a meeting with a medium in a little over a week. That's as soon as I could get in. She does tarot cards, but she also speaks to the dead and then kind of replays back what she's hearing in the voices. So I'm excited to see what that yields. I also went to the house where my twin flame passed away to see if I could feel her energy. And I couldn't quite feel her energy, although something told me to definitely not go upstairs. And then I found out later that that was actually where she passed away. So something told me that, and I didn't know that at the time. But I did walk around the house and the grounds, and I asked her to show me signs that she was with me. And I said, the first thing I did was I said, show me 3 feathers. And within 5 minutes, I found 3 fairly large feathers. And then I said, okay, show me a big sign. And within 5 minutes, I found her bracelet that matched mine. She gave me this, and she had a matching one as well. And I found that on the ground within 5 minutes of asking that. So I know she's out there. I know she's with me. I haven't been able to feel her in here yet, but I'm hopeful that I can get there. But even if you don't want to go down that spiritual rabbit hole, maybe make an altar or something in your home, something to memorialize her or him so that you have that to look at every day and it brings you joy. It may also bring you pain, at least initially, but it will also bring you some comfort. And so whatever that looks like for you, it's going to be different for everybody. A memory box could also be another good thing, like a big box of some kind, maybe something decorative, maybe something unique to them. And maybe, whenever you feel like it, I don't know that every day is necessary, but every time you feel like it, write down a memory that you have with them that brings you joy and put it in that box. And then maybe occasionally you take the box out and you read some of those, and it fills your heart with joy and love. And it gets you to the place where you're remembering all of these positive things about them. Oftentimes, tragic loss like this brings about immense change in someone. You need to make sure that it's positive change. Your twin flame would want you to keep on living, growing, loving, and just becoming a better and better person with each and every passing moment. Honor them by doing that. Live your best life. Take on new challenges, new hobbies, new things. One of the things that I'm planning to do, and I've already spoken with this woman, is my twin flame was a mosaic artist, and she did beautiful work. And the woman that she initially took mosaic art classes from is a friend of mine, and I reached out to her and I said, hey, I don't know anything about how to do mosaic art other than what I've learned from my twin flame, but I would love to take that on. I would love to take classes from you so that I could sort of honor her in that way, and it would give me something to do that made me feel connected to my twin flame, and it was just kind of a way to honor her. Now, that may look very different for you, but live your best life. Take on new hobbies and activities. Get out there. Don't wallow forever. Do go through the grieving process, and don't set a timeline on that. But ultimately, get out there and live your best life. That's the best way to honor your twin flame. You're not alone in this journey, and it's important to remember that. I know it feels like you're alone, especially when you are literally by yourself. At night, when I lay down in my bed and I'm totally alone, that is when I'm at the lowest. That's when I'm at the darkest place. That's when I cry out her name. I get it. It's like the Frank Sinatra song, "In the wee small hours of the morning." That's the time you miss her most of all. But with friends, family, support groups, therapy, you can get through this. You can get past this. You're never going to forget your twin flame. You're never going to, and you don't want to, but you can get to a place where you're not devastated every single day. And I know that's how you're feeling right now. If you're watching this and you're relating to what I'm going through, I know it feels that way. It's not going to stay that way forever if you take the right steps. Anyway, if you're going through this also, my heart goes out to you. Let me know in the comments. Tell me your story. But for now, I'll see you in the next video.